I almost always prefer the paintings in my sketchbook than the larger planned out paintings I do on canvas. There's an element of freedom to them, of play. All of the paintings I've created that I've planned out have turned out stiff and lacking life. I want to bring the freedom I have in my sketchbook to my larger paintings on canvas. In my sketchbook, I tend to let go and not care. I can make a dud of a painting because I can just turn the page and start again. I start with a loose, watery block in and I build up in layers, and the paintings have life and energy. For the longest time, I've been academically minded. I wanted to paint like the greats, and that's okay, but it also boxed me in. I had to follow these regimens, and that works for some people and sometimes for me, but I'm more chaotic than that. I'm impulsive, but I'm also patient. I'm prone to experimentation, but I also like to learn and gather knowledge and improve my skill deliberately. In my sketchbook, I use all of these things, but in my larger paintings, I put on a burden of expectation and I feel I need to perform in a certain way. I need to create a masterpiece. I need to strive to paint like the greats. There is some benefit to this because it will teach me many new skills, but those aren't my best paintings. This painting was a really loose, quick piece that I ended up loving. I want to riff on this technique. I'll have to figure out how to bring this into my larger oil paintings. I still want realism, but I want to enjoy the process. I've learnt a lot of the rules along the way, and I feel like I'm starting to have fun bending them a little bit. I don't think I need to meticulously plan for a finished piece. I love a good thumbnail sketch, but I don't need to perfect everything as I go along. My painting method involves a lot of push and pull, of drawing on my knowledge base, but also listening to my intuition and just letting things happen. My best pieces are done when I'm not worried about painting classically or traditionally, but just painting. Painting like me. This whole idea of letting go expands on the idea of creating with intention that I spoke about in my last video. Dropping expectations and the pressure I put on myself and letting go of the need to create a certain way every time I sit down at my easel. Letting go of my ego, letting go of the stress of my daily life, letting go of the stress of my illness and my health, and letting go of time pressure, just letting loose at the canvas. I have some ideas for how I'm going to start doing this, which I'll talk about in an upcoming video. I carry a lot of tension and stress in my day-to-day life, and I've always kind of carried that pressure and expectation into my art with me. This need to be a certain way. But I don't need to be that way. I can just let go and be me. Paint like me. I think it may take me a few years to fully embrace and make this idea a habit, because it's been years of performing this need to be an expert. So I have to break that habit, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what work I come up with now that I am letting go. So I will leave you now to enjoy the rest of this painting. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I'd love to hear about what you've been painting down in the comments below. Alright, talk to you later.